Hi, so in this video, I'm going to be discussing how do you send 25 personalized cold emails in 25 minutes. This is the first part of your video, and here we will discuss about cold emailing and what are the various things that you need to keep in mind when you're cold emailing everybody, right? So when you see this image, what is it that strikes out for you? Hi Gary, I like the green tie you're wearing today, right? So the sheer personalization of it, that the person who is reading your mail knows that you're talking only to them. There is one thing everybody hates when you're cold emailing, that is mass emails. The moment I open an email and I realize that somebody has written a mail to me after reading about me, there is a very, very high chance that I will reply to this email, right? So, this is what we will be doing today. In these three videos, I will explain you how do you leverage AI to get emails written to such precisions. But before we do that, I want to discuss a couple of things with you, right? That is the base that what is cold emailing for those of you who do not know anything about cold emailing. Cold emailings are basically the easiest way of reaching anyone and anywhere in the world. So you want to work with a really cool startup in US that you have always eyed on. The easiest and most effective way is cold emailing. It does not require any resource. All you need is your email ID, and it is the most effective way to get your client. Right. So what we are going to be learning in these videos are that first, why cold emails are the best way to get your first five clients. Right. So if you're a freelancer and you've never started before, the process that I'm going to, if you follow this religiously for 15 days, you will get your first five clients. How do you find 500 people to cold email in 10 minutes? So I'll also show you the first in this part of the video. I will end this video by showing you that how do you find 500 people effective who are in your sample size, who are in the business that you want, who have the size that you want. How do you get their contact details, verified email address? Because this is the first problem that everybody faces, right? Who are the people I will send cold email to? Once you have found their contact details, how do you get personalized cold email written through AI? So we will leverage AI, we will leverage GPT to get these emails personalized to the T. And then we will set an automated email funnel so that they get follow-up emails automatically after this. So this is what we will be discussing in these videos. So like I said, it's the easiest and most effective way to reach anywhere in the world. So that's why we are learning cold emailing. So let's before we get into how to find email address, let's address some very important things, right? So what makes a good cold email? How do you ensure that somebody reads a cold email? First, you have to start with hyper personalization so that they do not think it is a spam, right? So, what is hyper personalization? Personalization is any email that starts with Dear Yash. So, I know that at least they have done it. But now we have that process is like so 2020s, right? Now, everybody knows that there are tools which will replace your first name and last name. So, what you need is another level of personalization. So, this is extremely critical because the moment you add personalization, their email is open and read through, and this is where use of AI will shine. So for instance, if you have to write an email to me, so what will you do ideally? You would Google my name, you would read through my LinkedIn bio what I did in the past, you would read about low sequence skill arbitrage, you would read what we are doing, and then you will figure out that these are the things that I can talk to Yash about as a opening mail. Now, what I will be teaching you is how do you make AI do all of this? Go through my LinkedIn, go through our website, and figure out the important things that we can talk about. And then second part of it is that understanding of your customer pain points so that your cold email is valued. Now, this is something we are not going to be discussing here. This is part of our course, and we will be keeping it outside the scope of this discussion. We will focus first on how do you write hyper personalized cold emails in this video. So these are generally the a couple of things that you need. So the first step for writing a cold email is finding who to cold email, right? Who is this person I want to write cold email to? What are their contact details and what are the details about their business? So how do you find this through AI? This is what I will show in today's video. After this, the next step that we teach our students is that how do you discuss what is the business that you will offer and how do you summarize it in 1 or 2 lines so that it is very lucrative. This is obviously outside the scope because we have a lot of personal sessions where we sit with you and we draft this 1 line offer. After that, we use AI to create a very, very personalized cold email, right? So that I will teach you in the next video. And in the third video, I'll teach you that how do you automate these cold emails. So how do you use mail merge and other tools in these cold videos. So stay tuned. In the next 2 videos, I'll show you personalization as well automation of. So look at this mail, right? These are the some of the sample quality of emails that we are going to be sending. So Carlos is an e-commerce startup, right? So kudos on Shop Heaven's impressive 5-day delivery across states. Ever pondered the risk of logistic errors like what befell Quickshop last summer? Quickshop is Shop Heaven's competitor. So what am I doing? This suppose I was somebody who was offering AI powered bots, right? So this is how I would have written cold email. Now what strikes with you? The first line is extremely personalized. The moment Carlos open it, he knows that you have read about his business. Then what do? You talk about his competitor's business. And then you talk about yourself, right? So immediately you catch attention of the person you're writing email to. And what does it look like? It looks like I have gone through Shop Heaven. I've read what they are doing right now. I've understood who their competitors are. So I know what I'm talking about, right? That is the confidence it gives to a person. And this is the quality of email that we need to send to get replies. For instance, suppose somebody wants to write a mail to me. Hey Yash, noticed your recent LinkedIn post about the new courses you've launched on content marketing and AI for business. I've recently learned automating Instagram posting through AI, which would be very valuable for your course. Additionally, I can help you promote this across social media. Let's discuss this further. There's a sample cold email that I got where I took the conversation forward, right? Now, what happens in this cold email? I know that if somebody has written this mail, it's not a mass email. They have learned about it, they have read more about it. And that is what we will be discussing in this. Once you have sent it, how do you ensure that your emails are follow up? So, what we do is we teach you a series of 7 emails that you have to send after your first email. That is a quick bump email. So, basically, if you see the format is given on your screen, I'll also be sharing a separate document. I'll link that as a hyperlink where each of these formats are discussed. So idea is that first you send a mail, then 2 days later an automated mail goes, which bombs, then you showcase 2 ideas and each of these emails are personalized, right? So these is a series of emails that you send over 21 days. The chances that after this you don't get a reply are extremely, extremely low, right? And what is the most beautiful part of this? You don't have to do anything. Automatically, all of this work will be done for you. So these are the sample emails that we will be following. So now I hope that you have understood what we are trying to do here through cold emailing. Now, what is the first step of cold emailing? The first step of cold emailing is that how do you find companies to cold email in 10 minutes? Now, I'll be discussing that. So, for this purpose, what we do is we start, we go to apollo.io. This is the site that we will be using for our cold emailing purpose. So if you see here, there's an option called sign up for free. Now, what sign up for free does is it gives you a free account. So click on sign up for free to get a free account on apollo.io. Now, as per me, apollo.io is the best tool that you have for cold emailing. What apollo.io does is it gives you access to over 275 million contact details and companies across the world. So once you click here, you'll see enter your work email. So don't worry if you do not have a work email. What all you have to do is you have to click on sign up with Google. Once you click here, accept this and click on sign up with Google, and then you can directly log in through your Gmail ID like I'm doing here right now. So now here, once you go through, what will you do? You'll go to the search option and you'll click on list. In the list, what happens is, so if you see, there are 275 million contacts out there. Now, what do we have to do? We have to figure out people who are more suitable for me. Now, suppose I'm an entrepreneur who is in the business of I am an entrepreneur who is looking to reach out to people who are in education business, right? I'm looking for companies. I am developing an LMS, and I'm looking for all the companies who are in edtech sector, and I can pitch my business to. So what am I going to do? I will go and I will select. I will qualify these lists. So the first thing I want to do is I want to only select companies. I only want to select people who are at a management level of owner or founder, right? So I cross-selected here. So if you see now out of 275 million, I have only 3.6 million list. The second thing I will do is I want to ensure that every person I'm writing to has a verified email. So automatically it becomes 1.7 million. Now I want to the what is the industry that I'm looking for? I'm looking for education industry or edtech, education management. So these are the companies who are in education management. Now I want to have companies who are in their start initial stage of growth, right? So look at this. I come to 8.8k contacts. So now all I have to do is I can select for free you can you will have to download 10 people at one go. One, two, three, 4, 5. So these are the companies. You can see their LinkedIn IDs and all of these things here. So it will give you their email IDs, their phone numbers, and all other contact details here. So look at this, and then you can just click on export and export records. What this will do is this will export all the contact details of these people into this. So let me show you a sample sheet that I had downloaded, right? So if you see my screen, look at the details are there for each of these companies. So you get their email IDs, you get their phone numbers, you will get their LinkedIn, personal LinkedIn. So you will get a personal LinkedIn of the founder, you'll get their website, you'll get their company LinkedIn URL. If there's a Facebook, Twitter, everything where they are stated. So all the possible information that is there will be there. So now what we will do is why we are doing this is because we'll use their LinkedIn, we'll use their website to understand and get more details and generate very personalized email for. So in the next part of the video, like I discussed, I will show you how do you use these details to generalize to have that amazing personalized cold email for you.